Harlem, before gentrification, was the cultural and political center of Black America, where the Renaissance happened, where Malcolm X spoke, where the Apollo made legends, and where being from Harlem meant something specific about identity and history and pride. And if you grew up there before the 2000s, you remember when Harlem was actually Harlem, not SoHa, or whatever real estate agents call it now, to make white people comfortable moving there. Tell me if you remember real Harlem, because this transformation changed everything. 125th Street was the main strip, with soul food restaurants and jazz clubs and barbershops and beauty salons that had been serving the community for generations, and walking down that block meant seeing everyone you knew, hearing music from every direction, and feeling like you were in the heart of Black New York, where culture was created, not just consumed. The Apollo Theater was where legends were made and broken, amateur night every Wednesday, where the crowd would boo you off stage if you weren't good enough, and that honesty and high standard is what made Harlem's cultural contribution matter, because approval there meant something real, not just hype. Sylvia's restaurant, where the soul food was legendary and everyone from politicians to musicians to regular families would eat, and the fact that one restaurant could be both a community spot and a destination showed how Harlem had this dual identity as a neighborhood for residents and a symbol for Black culture everywhere. The Schomburg Center for Research in Black Culture, preserving history and providing resources, and institutions like that made Harlem more than just a place to live. It was a place where Black history and identity were actively maintained and celebrated. Then, in the 2000s, developers realized Harlem was close to Midtown, with beautiful brownstones and relatively cheap rent, and the gentrification started fast and hard. Luxury condos replacing affordable housing, chain stores replacing local businesses, and young white professionals moving in because they could get more space for less money than downtown. The term SoHa, South Harlem, appeared in real estate listings to rebrand the neighborhood for people who wanted to live in Harlem without actually being part of Harlem, and that name alone showed the disrespect because it tried to erase the identity and history that made the neighborhood significant. Longtime residents got priced out, pushed to the Bronx or further uptown or out of the city entirely, because rent that was $800 in 2000 was $3,000 by 2015, and that's not a jump working families can absorb.